Content warning, this is a horror game and it is not intended for all audiences. Please visit our website blacktabbygames.com if you need a full list of content warnings. Slay the Princess also contains flashing image. If this poses a health risk to you, proceed with caution. This game is CPU intensive. If you experience performance issue that is new, you can turn off animations in the preference. I do turn off the animations. That's what I do. I have been testing this game 3 times. First time when it just got released, second times a few days ago, and the third time this time when the tweak for the CPU performance is released. Yeah, basically I cannot record the previous 2 chunks because this is a CPU intensive game, but now the developer have patched it and now I can play it. They turn off the animation. Yep, Black Tabby Games. So there's a little secret in this part which will appear soon, and while we are waiting for that, let's talk about Black Tabby Games. It also the developer of Scarlet Hollow, a game of which I play. There's already 3 chapter, 3 season, what do you call it, whatever it is. Investigate the chicken? Sure. Oh no. I haven't played it anymore since, well, I just lost the save file, you could say like that, and I'm confused at where to start or where to go from there. And also probably because not a lot of people watch my Scarlet Hollow Let's Play, I'm sad. But anyway, yeah, we are waiting for something soon. That's the princess, by the way, that of which we must slay. You might be wondering, why are we slaying this princess? Good question. It will be answered later because even I don't know. It should be soon. Fascinating. So that's what happens if you turn off the animation. I didn't expect that. Let me turn on the animation a bit. There it is. Yeah, it's off sync with the song since I turned off the animation back then. Hello, princess. Anyway, this is still the demo. I'm not really sure how they will expand the story, but yeah, we will see. Let me turn off the animation again, because I cannot play if the animation is turned on. Start. Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess. By the way, this visual novel uses voice acting.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
A princess. Fascinating.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
And how so? How so it will be the end of the world? It's just a princess, right? Explore the end of the world. What are you talking about? Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up? Killing a princess seems kind of bad though, doesn't it? Can someone else do this? Yeah, that's also a good question. Forget it, I'm not doing this. Have you explored that maybe I'm okay with the world ending? Considered, wow. Okay, thanks for telling me what to do. Sweet, I've always wanted to off monarch before the revolution. Walk toward the cabin, turn around and leave. We can also do that, but I'm just curious about the stuff. What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people.
Hey, that sounds good.
You have to put an end to her.
No, the last part sounds good. But how can a princess lock away in a basement end the world? If you don't tell me why she's dangerous, I'm not going to kill her. Do you have any evidence to back this up? Have you considered... wait, that's the same thing that... Alright, it's the same option. Let me try just exploring from top.
Don't linger on the specifics. You have a job to do here.
Really?
Just get in there and do what needs to be done. We're all counting on you.
We are all counting on me. Any evidence?
You're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task?
Yes.
You made it this far, you might as well reach the end of your journey.
I don't know, perhaps I'm here just to have a vacation, you know, just to walk around in the woods. Like, enjoying the fresh air, I guess. And the mosquitoes. Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up?
While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock.
I don't see any cock around here.
Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up. And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation.
Sure.
Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that.
Causality doesn't matter. So, do I need to slay the princess? I mean, we can just lock the princess forever there.
No use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything.
Shut up, just talk normally.
Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
Yada, okay. Killing a princess seems kind of bad though, doesn't it?
Does it? Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress?
Well, no, but it could spark a war.
Is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value.
Yeah, I totally agree about that. Can someone else do this?
Oh, if only that were the case. But I don't make the rules.
Who make the rules?
I have to say, I'm surprised at your reluctance thus far.
Wow.
But unfortunately for the both of us, you're the only one who can pull this off.
Really?
Like I said, I don't make the rules, no matter how much I wish I did.
You wish you did, eh? Forget it, I'm not doing this.
Are you serious? No, you have to do it.
Really? Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending?
Of course I haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end.
Well, you sure about that? I mean, the end of the world seems like a nice thing.
I mean, maybe some people do, like nihilists, or very, very evil people, but surely you're not one of those, right?
That is a very generalistic statement. Perhaps it's just the way it is, you know. Look, I'll go to the cabin and talk to her, and if she's bad as you say she is, then maybe I'll slay her, but I'm not committing to anything until I've had a chance to meet her face to face. Okay, fine, I'll go to the cabin. Okay, I'm sold, let's get this over with. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, thanks for telling me what to do. Let's turn around and leave first.
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
I don't even know where I'm going currently. So, what's the difference? Few more choices. Okay, fine, you're persistent. I'll go to the cabin and I'll slay the princess. Why are you sounding like that? Maybe I'll slay her, maybe... Okay, tall? Lie, yes, definitely know where I'm going. Nope. The only thing that matters is where I'm not going. The cabin, I'm not going to the cabin. It's like I said, I'm pretty okay with the world ending. Kindly continue to... Well, I mean... Goodbye.
I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin.
Yes.
Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong.
Oh.
Better to wash our hands of this whole situation than to take part in it.
Voice of the hero, who are you?
Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Really?
That's strange. It looks like this path also
fascinating.
leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
Really? Interesting indeed. So it's as you say it. In the end, it will result in the same thing, isn't it?
You're really keen on wasting everyone's time,
indeed.
aren't you? It's remarkably selfish.
I'm turning around again.
Ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever.
I don't care, I'm not killing a princess. Good, maybe everyone should die. It's what they get for dumping me in this suit and asking me to kill someone for them. Actually, good point. You're not emotionally blackmailing me into doing this. Oh no. Quietly continue down the path.
Your silence is deafening.
Yeah.
But fine. You turn around and trek back down the path you came.
Yes.
Oh, would you look at that? You're at the cabin again. Now, I'm not normally one for superstition or astrology, but I have to say, it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you to your fated confrontation with the princess.
You're not the one making the rule, eh? There's no fighting this, is there? I have to go into the cabin, don't I? Fine. Oh yeah, well I guess I start walking in a different direction again. In fact, I'm going to just keep trekking through the wilderness until I find a way out of this place.
There's always a choice. Let me tell you right now that you're making the wrong one for pretty much everyone who's ever lived, as well as for everyone who ever will.
I don't know, is it?
And here we go. As you trudge into the woods,
that's the cabin.
Something strange starts to happen.
Yes, indeed.
At first, it's little flickers out of the corner of your eyes.
Indeed.
Glimpses of
interesting.
Familiar wooden
Also, the song is
structures
distorted.
of the leaves. But as you focus on your surroundings, you start to realize that those flickers weren't just a trick.
I actually didn't expect this. Why there's multiple cabin? The inescapability of the end of the world? Or the inescapability of us meeting? Or the multitude of outcomes that can happen?
In every direction, there is a path and a cabin.
Yes.
And not just a cabin, the cabin. An infinite fractal of paths and cabins desperately trying to draw you back to where you need to be.
I also love how they use the lock sound, because it signifies that we are locked in this place.
Wait, what's going on?
Oh, I'm surprised that you didn't know anything, hero.
You're too stubborn for that, aren't you? It doesn't matter how many paths or cabins appear around you, you're just going to do whatever you can to shirk your responsibility, because you care more about irritating me than you do about the fate of the world.
That is kinda true.
You've doomed us all, you know that, right? But of course you do. Otherwise you wouldn't just wander off into the forest in search of certain death.
Oh, so this is not a certain death as well, going into the cabin?
You lose track of just how long you spend...
The real Slay the Princess starts here.
But it's not like any of that time spent lost in the woods really matters, because it isn't long before the world ends and everyone dies.
Indeed. What?
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Indeed.
You're here to slay her. If you don't,
that's a different...
it will be the end of the world.
I'm getting a terrible sense of deja vu.
A terrible sense of deja vu? No, you don't have that. This is the first time either of us has been here.
The first time, eh?
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
Fascinating.
Yeah, screw this guy.
Who are you?
He might have walled off everything but the path to the cabin, but I'm sure there's plenty of other ways we can ruin his day.
Indeed.
If by ruining my day,
you can hear
everyone's day forever, then yes, I suppose there are plenty of ways you could pull that off.
Indeed.
Still, the world really did end last time, didn't it? We should be careful.
Indeed.
You are never going to slay her with that attitude. Stuff those pathetic little voices to the back of your mind and stay focused on the task ahead.
And the task ahead is... Oh, don't you worry, I'll gladly slay that princess. She got it coming. Yeah. Ah, this time we're gonna go away. Silently proceed. Sure.
I have one last warning for you.
Ah. So we cannot go anywhere. Yeah, sure. Tell me. I mean, what else do I have to be afraid of?
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
Thank you.
Maybe we should believe her. Maybe she isn't a liar.
Maybe.
Ignore them, they're just being difficult for the sake of it.
I'm ignoring all of you, honestly. I have no choice.
The interior of the cabin is...
I was about to grade the princess.
The air smelling faintly of plastic. The wood of the walls fitting together at uncomfortable angles. The only furniture is a plain wooden table, its legs all the wrong lengths, causing it to tilt towards the door.
I think it was just a perspective.
On that table is a pristine blade.
Okay, now I hate it. I thought it was just the perspective.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. If he wants us to take it, maybe we should just leave it to collect dust. Or better yet, grab it and throw it out the window. What good is a knife against a world-ending monstrosity anyways?
Yes, that's correct.
I, for one, would rather have it. We don't really know what we're dealing with here.
I want to have it too, but with different reasons.
I've already told you what you're dealing with. You're dealing with a princess. How many times do I have to explain this incredibly simple and straightforward premise?
I don't know, 100 of times. Thousands of times, perhaps. Yeah, sure.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Oh, I'm thinking of something else, but we'll see if we can do that. If we can do something else, actually.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an old wooden staircase. The steps are warped and shoddily constructed.
Indeed.
The air seeping up from below is heavy,
Oppressive.
with an odd stink to it. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
I mean, yes. Yes, who puts her here?
Her voice carries up the stairs, its multi-tonal lilt adding to the already uneasy atmosphere.
Really? I'm actually calm. That is horrifying.
Is someone there?
Perhaps. Maybe there is someone, maybe there isn't.
This isn't what I expected her to sound like.
What do you expect her to sound like?
What is she?
A princess.
I think we'd all like to know.
It's a princess.
You carefully make your way down the stairs. As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view.
Hello, princess.
She locks eyes with you. One moving a little faster than the other. The loose skin of her face stretches into something resembling a smile.
We haven't met before, by the way.
Good lord.
Good lord?
Something in her neck bulges, roiling under her skin as she starts to speak, her voice pouring out between her closed teeth.
Hello there.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so
Yeah, I know.
long since I had a friend.
Yep, take your time. The Stranger. 7 endings demo and many more way to die. Fascinating. That's Scarlet Hollow, by the way. Oh, then I will explore more. Fascinating. I immediately get that ending. What if I didn't take the blade? What is that sound? Story and writing: Tony Howard, A. Arias, Abby Howard, The Princess Nicole Goodnight, Son, Phil Mikulski, Art, Abby Howard, Tony Howard Arias, The Voice in Your Head, Jonathan Sims, Fonts, Scott Roman and a half by Nix1.com, Amatic ST by Fernand Adams, Game Design and Programming, Tony Howard and Arias. Tony Howard Arias or Tony Howard and Arias, I'm not really sure. Music, Brandon Boone, Game Logo, Amanda Williams. They all done really good, by the way. I absolutely love all the accommodation. Pattern and alpha testers. Interesting. We will meet again, princess. Let's walk to the cabin.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
Yeah, indeed.
Warning, before you go any further.
I don't need any more warning. I already know.
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
Indeed.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Who are you? Shut up, shut up.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Yeah. Indeed. Love how it twists and turns.
The
like
interior
flesh.
of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and
towel
walls
is
are painted
good
with a
now.
thin layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
Pristine indeed.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
I don't think so. assuming that this whole place is made by the princess, then thank you. I don't really need it now.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place.
Oppressive indeed.
The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Indeed.
Hello?
Ah, that's a different
there?
voice.
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of
Wow.
voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life.
Really? Really?
Don't let it fool you.
Mm-hmm.
It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
You hear it only once and you're like that? Damn it. Hi, just checking in on you. Yeah, sure.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
Still listening to reason. It would be better if you had a weapon, but you may still be able to do what needs to be done.
And what is it that needs to be done? Hello, princess.
Walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat
Stop!
to anyone?
Shut up! Shut the fuck up!
I'm begging you to stay focused.
Yes.
I'm not riding on you here.
Yeah.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
I don't know. Examine the chains. Yeah, sure.
Only making this more difficult.
Indeed.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm just examining it.
You're making a huge mistake.
Really?
No, you're doing the right thing.
Really? I'm not doing anything.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug.
It doesn't do anything, isn't it?
They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
Indeed, even the princess cannot.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
I don't.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs.
There's only the blade.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
And if there isn't a key, do you have any other ideas? I'm going to check upstairs. Maybe there's keys lying around, and if not, maybe I can at least find any other ideas.
Maybe there's some way to break the chains?
And that is?
Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
That is a very intriguing suggestion.
She offers the suggestion with almost complete nonchalance. If we were stuck down here long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out if it meant we could finally be free.
Indeed.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
Fascinating.
Is someone else here?
Return to the bottom of the stairs. Yep.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to.
Like I'm supposed to, eh?
Easier for whom?
Indeed.
Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
Is it a mess, though? I mean, this is still calm.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Yep, they did.
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
How so?
She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf.
Then why don't you just do that? Okay.
As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you. The clang of bouncing metal.
Bouncing metal?
It's the blade from upstairs.
Huh.
You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now.
And you decided to give me the blade now after locking me down here? Wow, interesting.
Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
Totally. Hey, there's no other choice.
Fine.
Even you agree.
against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place.
Ah, ways our hand looks like that. Fascinating. So we are not human.
You cut into her flesh.
Indeed.
The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort.
That is very casual.
Of her arm.
Can you go back that arm? I assume you
Her
can.
limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit.
Why don't you just do it back then? There's something else in here, isn't it? To trap us all.
She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal.
Yes, there's not even a point, isn't it? You could just get out.
No, she didn't. She clutches the wound, softly smiling as her gaze meets yours.
Goodbye.
How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
You're asking that after she just like bite off her hand?
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
No, I'm gonna stay here. Oh, okay.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world.
You!
As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade.
No, thank you.
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that.
I mean, they can.
Watch me.
See?
What are you doing?
Good question, princess. Slay the princess. Warn her? That's a different stuff.
Stop that.
Oh, I thought this was all a little too easy.
Yeah, we are struggling against something else here, isn't it? Well, it confirms that we are in some sort of fourth wall breaking situation.
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart.
Yep.
But the princess dodges. Wait, she dodges?
You surprised about that?
Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
Interesting. Trying to get who out of here alive? The princess? Me? Are the princess not supposed to dodge?
The blade. Move the blade.
I'm sorry. I can see you're doing your best to resist what's happening to you. I'll try and make this quick.
Make it quick then.
She pounces on you with the same animal ferocity she used to tear through her arm. You feel her claws on your throat, then her teeth, somehow sharp enough to pull apart your flesh and sinew with ease. You collapse to the floor, your body unresponsive as your blood pools on the ground beneath you. She stares down at your ravaged form, eyes shining in the darkness,
Dress stained red.
as your blood seeps into the fabric. When she manages to escape from this place and bring ruin to the world, know that it was all your fault.
Well, nice. I get an achievement then.
It can't just
No?
end like this, right?
It can.
As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. I'm sorry, but it's over.
Is it?
Everything goes dark, and you die.
Wow. Whee! The damsel.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end
That
of
is
that
interesting.
path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
The wall isn't there anymore.
You're here to slay her.
Deja vu. Okay, no. Oh, you bastard! You're in for it now. I'm wasting your trick, but I died. I'll gladly. Yep. I'm curious.
I have one last one. She will. Did you just say the word wink?
Oh wait.
Loud?
Who?
No, I didn't.
Voice of adapting? Wink. That's new. I was skipping. Sorry.
Just ignore this clown and focus on the princess.
Yes, indeed.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely empty.
It's still the same.
The air stale and musty. The floor and walls covered in... The blade is your implement.
Yeah, let's take a
The
blade.
blade from the table. The door... Her voice carried...
Hello? Is someone there?
The voice is still the same.
It's even more hypnotizing than before.
Stop it, hero.
Is it more hypnotizing than before, or is that just what we want it to be?
Oh, good question.
I think we're in love.
What the fuck?
For everyone's sake, you're not in love.
Uh-huh.
Just don't let her charm you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Indeed, indeed.
You walk downstairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far...
Why are you tiny?
basement. She's still so beautiful.
Uh-huh.
And she has both of her arms again. Did everything we just went through actually happen?
Perhaps.
It must have, because she's different. Can't you tell?
How do you know?
You. I remember you.
Oh.
You're going to help me get out of here, right?
Probably. The damsel. There's 7 endings in demo and many more ways to die. I already got 2. That is interesting. Let's try that again, shall we? So each ending has different princesses. Yeah, I'm taking the blade. Is the sound a little bit
The door
different?
to the basement creaks open. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
Because I'm carrying the blade now.
It's
Who's
commanding.
there?
Almost as though she's the one in charge down here.
That is different. How do you know?
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
How do the princess know? Or is it really different? Hey, I think I'm here to kill you. Continue down the stairs.
You're still listening to reason.
Am I?
You walk down the stairs.
You're
lock
different.
eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
Indeed.
She's so coldly beautiful.
Coldly beautiful.
Is she really a threat to the world?
Perhaps she is.
Focus
Perhaps she
on the
isn't.
task at hand.
Yeah.
Are you here to kill me or something?
Oh, yes, obviously. What? No way. Why would you even think that? Okay, yeah, you caught me. I'm here to slay you. No. Why? I haven't decided yet. I'm just here to talk, steal your nurse, and steal forward.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
I feel like the princess actually reflects what we are choosing.
Oh? No talking then?
Yes.
Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me?
The narrator.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason,
Mhm.
right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
Well, that's fine. We can both die.
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
Oh, it's a risk that I will take.
Conviction in her voice. Do you see the razor sharpness in her
Shut the
gaze?
fuck up, hero. You've been
I don't think she's bluffing.
ruining stuff. I mean, the narrator too.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
An arm, really?
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation.
Indeed.
You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Oh,
Yeah,
this is it, isn't it?
probably.
I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming, but I have to
indeed.
wonder.
Wonder what?
Do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
I actually don't. The narrator told me so.
There it is again. That razor-sharp look in her eyes and the terrifying conviction in her words.
Yeah.
Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well.
Really? Interesting.
But it's over, isn't it?
Is
She
it?
stopped breathing moments ago. That arrogant look still plastered on her face.
Yeah.
But is it over? Really over?
Good question, hero. Let's see chapter 2 then. Shall we? That was too easy. I'm not sure. I feel like she...
Yes, exactly. It's over.
It's over.
With your work done, you make your way back up the stairs, closing the door to the basement behind you.
Indeed.
Why do I feel like we've done something terrible?
We did.
You did kill someone. Greater good
Wow.
or not, something would be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little bad. But it was for the greater good.
Really?
One of these days that will sink in and help ease your guilty conscience.
What greater good did we do? We don't even see anyone here.
But that day isn't today. Let's just get out of here.
Okay. Time to leave.
You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom.
And Princess, hello?
Only
Ah.
a world saved from certain doom
Mm-hmm.
isn't what you find. Instead,
Fascinating.
Fine.
Look at that. Nice.
is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of space.
Kinda beautiful.
What happened?
I'm not sure. Narrator, you surely know what happens, right?
Everyone is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from them.
Why?
Don't worry.
But why?
You'll be safe here. This is good. Everyone is happy. You'll be happy.
Fascinating. Okay. Oh, I was kind of hoping I get a better ending for saving the world. Okay.
So glad you're keeping an open mind. This is what's best for everyone. Trust me.
Is it?
Time passes. You can't be sure if it's
Days or months or
months,
years.
or years or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happier.
Am I happy?
Psst. Hey. We're not just gonna stay here forever, right?
Well, well, well. Yeah, well, well, well. Interesting. Mm-hmm. Any idea?
I do. But you're probably not going to like it.
The knife? Jumping out?
The blade.
Ah.
We can use the blade to get out of this.
And how so?
I can hear everything you say, little voice. There's only one thing it would want you to use that blade on, and I'm afraid that thing is you, dear hero.
The hero?
He's right. It's the only way out.
Really?
Do you hear that? It wants to take this happiness away from you.
What kind of happiness is this?
Wonderful place to end.
Really?
Do you not? There's more for us to do, and the only way for us to do it is to take that blade and use it.
Wow, all the people here talks like they know anything, but they actually just don't.
Don't you dare.
I dare. Let's go. Will then using the blade, kill us? Will then we be dead? Anything to get out? How to get the hell out of here? Will then
How
it?
astute.
Uh-huh.
You are absolutely correct. Using the blade to kill yourself would kill you, and you shouldn't do it.
Shouldn't I?
In a sense, we die, but looking at things from another
Mm-hmm.
angle, are we even really alive anymore?
Ah,
This
yes.
place, it's nothing. It's absolutely nothing. It's just the same thing.
Constantly,
forever.
forever.
I know this is out there, but trust me, I know using the blade will work.
You know.
That little voice didn't want you to slay the princess. It didn't want you to be happy.
I mean, the princess is late. What else do you want? You better be right about this. I'll be pretty upset if we die. I'm nursing death over your weird hunch and thinking to get... You're right, I didn't think like... Mm-hmm. Yeah, you know what?
What a relief.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's stick around and do nothing.
I suppose we've got all the time in the world for you to change your mind.
Indeed. We get all the time in the world.
More happy time passes,
Every time.
though the word begins to lose its meaning. Time, that is, not happy. Happy still has plenty of meaning.
Really?
Please, shake yourself out of it. We have to get out of here.
Are we?
The little voices, please, fall on deaf ears. Eventually you pass into a blissful state.
La 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 la. I cannot hear any of you. La 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 la.
Eventually, and pass ceased to have any meaning to you long before that shift. You simply exist. Happy. Forever.
Pass? Really? Good ending, you did it. You saved everyone. Why is it so ugly? Good ending. Even the achievement is so ugly. What the fuck? Okay, so here's what I'm about to do. I'm going to, well, end myself in here instead of just leaving, because I'm curious of what will happen here. Also, I was kind of hoping I get a better ending.
This isn't an ending. In fact, now that the princess has been slain, endings are a thing of the past.
And why is that?
This is the beginning of eternity.
Interesting.
Your reward.
So by the princess not existing, ending doesn't exist, the game cannot end.
This is what's best for everyone. Trust me.
But why? Is it because the princess isn't supposed to be killed?
Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days or months or years.
Okay, this part? Okay, didn't you hear the narrator?
Are we really happy? Or is he just telling us that we are?
I don't know. Okay, maybe I'm not happy, and I'm not just saying that because you're the last person I talked to. No, yeah.
Good, because I have an idea to get us out of here. Though you're probably not going to like it.
Oh, I'm liking it already. Okay, you better be right about this. I'll be pretty upset if we die. I'm not risking death over your weird hunch, and I think you get out of this hell. You're right, I didn't like that idea. This is what I picked back then. Let's try this.
If we die, you can yell at me all you want. I made this happy little place for you. Is this not a good enough reward for saving the world? An eternity of bliss? You ingrate?
You made this place? Interesting.
Fine. Whatever. For the first time since time stopped meaning anything, you throw open the door to the basement and walk down the stairs.
Yes, and we haven't visited the princess for a while, so I'm curious.
The princess's body is dust and bones, though the blade you used to slay her is still as pristine as the day you first held it.
Princess, you good?
You pick up the blade, you stab yourself, and you die.
That was pretty simple.
The end. Nice knowing you.
Wow.
You're on a path
Chapter
in the woods.
2?
And at the end of that path
Spectre?
is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
I know. Now, who is the new funky
You're
voice?
here to slay her.
No. We will not talk about all the Jafful or... Wait, hasn't this already happened?
It hasn't. Or if it has, I certainly haven't been a part of it. We've just met for the first time, you and I.
Really?
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
The narrator has a lot of power, but yet...
That's fine.
Also not. Voice of the cold.
It wasn't very hard to kill her last time. We'll just do it again.
Fascinating. The previous princess was a cold princess. The voice... It reflects the previous princess as well.
Another one of us in here?
And also our choice. Yeah.
I've always been here. I've just gotten a little louder. And I'm ready for all of us to have a marvelous time.
Interesting.
Just stay focused on the task at hand.
You trapped me here after I slew her last time. I'm not going to play along this time. I'm not going to play along.
Unfortunate that the sole person capable of slaying the princess also seems to be somewhat insane. Oh well, so long as you get the job done, it doesn't matter what sort of mental state you're in.
Really? Oh.
I have one last
No. Let's just skip it.
She will lie, you're right. She won't be a problem. I'm not sure I'm a fan of my new roommate. I think there's a lot more to this situation than we've been told.
Indeed.
The situation couldn't be more straightforward. Just ignore him.
I'm ignoring all of you. Hello, princess. What is it to you this time?
The interior of the cabin is cold. A soft odor of dirt permeating the air. Cobwebs flutter in the corners. You can hear wind whistling outside, banging the shutters against the windows. The only item of furniture is an elegant antique table with a pristine blade perched on the edge.
Indeed.
Before you have a chance to even
What the
think about
fuck?
taking it,
Hello?
the top of a hand appears from underneath the floorboards.
Yes.
2 deep-set eyes stare up at you, followed by a mischievous skeletal.
Hello, princess.
And finally, the rest of the body floats up to join your head.
The princess is already dead.
Wait, this isn't right. What's going on here?
Wow. Congratulations. So you're the princess that I murdered back then. You carry on onto the next life, while the narrator isn't.
A ghost!
Wow, that's a problem.
Oh, wow. How absolutely terrifying. What's a ghost supposed to do to us?
I don't know, possess and kill us?
Oh, it's you.
Hiya.
Hiya, killer. I guess we've got some things to talk about, haven't we? Like how you murdered me?
Well, about that, you become free. Oops. Spectre. Interesting. Okay, so this time I'm doing the same things, but I will not kill the princess. Hi.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
Okay.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
Okay.
She's so... Focus on the task.
Are you here to kill me or something?
What? No way! Why would you even think that? No, I haven't decided yet. Okay, this one.
Then drop the knife.
We should. It'll go a long way to building trust with her.
Really?
Don't you dare.
Don't you dare.
It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. But killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Indeed it is.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands.
Yep, dropping it.
Drops to the floor with an unceremonious clap.
Drop or hold it. I drop it.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just...
Hold.
talk.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face. Unarmed.
Hello, princess.
We'll be fine.
Really?
I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
Okay.
So, this is a pretty awkward start to a relationship.
Indeed it is. Yeah, it's pretty awkward.
Not to make things even more awkward, but do you know why you're here to kill me?
No. Of course I do. You think I just come here to kill someone without even knowing why? That'd be ridiculous. Do you know why I'm here to kill you? You're a threat to the whole world. No, I can say to have been... You're a threat to the whole world.
Don't just tell her that.
Why?
Is that why they threw me down here?
Mm-hmm.
But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think.
You think?
I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here for so long.
Really?
Just how long has she been down here?
Did they even bother to tell you how I'm supposed to end the world? Because that just doesn't sound like the sort of thing I'd be capable of.
Yeah, I'm quite confused about that as well, because I could stab you to death. The flag, what are you going to do if I let you out of here? I've been told enough. I was hoping you'd tell me. No, but I'm sure they have their reasons. No, and if I'm being honest, I'm more inclined to trust you than I'm inclined to trust them. Remain silent. What are you going to do if I let you out of here?
Princess hesitates before responding.
Yes.
She doesn't know. She's been down here too long to have any idea of what she'd do in another life.
Wow.
She knows what she'd do. She's just searching for whatever answer she thinks you want to hear.
Yeah, possibly.
I don't think what I do really matters.
Oh, really?
Look, at the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is
At the end
about
of the day,
trust.
you could destroy the world.
Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why.
Good reasoning.
That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you, either. Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
Indeed. We'll probably both die, since I know you are dangerous.
She has a point. There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or any other number of good things that I'm sure you want to hear.
Yeah.
But you don't really know me, do you? What can my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
Indeed.
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
Yeah, we don't know anything about anyone in here. Or what is
As I
happening.
said, it's all about trust.
Blind trust.
Trust.
Too blind even.
So, do you trust me, the prisoner,
That's
the
gonna...
victim, the princess clearly incapable of ending the world? Or do you trust whoever put me here?
Clearly incapable. I don't know.
She's wrong. This isn't about trust. This is about
Risk.
We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person.
We don't stand
The
to lose
subjugating
anything.
monarch, no less.
No, we don't stand to lose anything. Really. How will I get you out of here? What's your name? How long have you been down here?
She hesitates before answering.
And that is...
You can address me as your Royal Highness, or Her
Okay.
Majesty.
Your
Anyone
Royal
I think
Highness.
should do, really.
Or, yeah, Her Majesty.
Again, she offers no specifics. No matter how hard you try, you'll never get a straight answer out of her.
Yep, indeed, just like this we shall know. How will I get you out of here? How long have you been down
Too
here?
long.
Too long indeed. How will I get you out of here?
Can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here. And if there isn't,
Yeah.
well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Wow.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade.
Indeed.
She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting, right?
She is suggesting that.
She is.
I'm
sure
sure.
of it.
Okay, we're talking enough.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
Indeed, I have.
You know why you're here.
Of course I know. Slay the princess. I'm actually curious what will happen if I slay the princess. I will do that. I'm gonna save here and I will tell you what happened there. No, actually, I will save here and if it's nothing different, then I will tell you.
You charge the princess, blade trembling in your hand.
Oh,
You've already lost the battle.
interesting. Because the
She
princess...
sidesteps your thrust before knocking you to the ground with a
Wow.
single blow from her elbow.
Amazing fighter.
Shouldn't have hesitated.
Yeah, but... You're the one that hesitated for a long time? So this is
She
different
doesn't stop there.
from the start.
She kicks you a few times for good measure, the pointed tip of her shoes
Oof.
feeling like a pickaxe against your fracturing bones, making sure you stay down.
Yeah, I'm staying down indeed. I'll stop.
As you lie, crushed and broken on the basement floor, the princess kneels on your throat, with the kind of weight you didn't think her slight frame could possibly possess. As you gasp for air, she eyes you with an intense curiosity. You shouldn't have let that fear creep into your heart. You had the upper hand, and now look at you.
And why am I the only one that sends to do this?
Is this really the best you could do?
Probably.
Look at you. Completely broken. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little disappointed.
I'd be lying if I said I wasn't disappointed at you back then too. Dying immediately.
She applies more pressure, slowly squeezing what's left of your life out of your lungs.
Ouch. See you later then.
This is the end, isn't it?
For you.
I'm afraid it is.
Yeah.
Everything goes black. And
Achievement unlocked. Princess Souls. Interesting. The Fury.
You're on a path in the woods. You're here to slay her.
I already know, so I'm just gonna skip. Okay, explore. Okay, no.
Oh, don't you start grandstanding about morals. The fate of the world is at risk right now, and the life of a mere princess shouldn't stop you from saving us all.
Really?
If he doesn't remember what happened, then
yeah,
maybe
indeed,
it's
I already
best
know
to
it.
keep it. There's nothing we can do to stop her.
Ah,
She's going to kill us again.
voice of the broken.
Oh, is there another one of us in here?
Yep.
If you go to the cabin, you might as well just throw yourself at her feet and beg for mercy. You are never going to slay her with that attitude. Stuff that pathetic little voice to the back of your mind and stay focused on the task ahead.
Yeah, sure. By the way, I'm curious, there's an option to turn around and leave. Let me see that. Let me say first. There's also options to lie, which I will try later on. But for now, let's focus on... Actually, you know what? Yeah, let's... I will try lying after this, after selecting this. And if nothing happens, then, I'll just skip it. But let's try this first. Turn around and...
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
No. Okay, fine, lie. Yes, I definitely know where I was going. The cabin, I'm not going to the cabin. This is the same dialogue like back then.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue. That's strange. You're really keen on wasting everyone's time. Your silence is deafening. But fuck would you look at... There's always a choice. And at first, it's little flickers out of the corner. But as you focus on your surroundings, you start to realize that those flickers weren't just
we are back
the
here.
trick of light. In every direction,
Fascinating.
there is a path. And wait, what's going on? But you're too stubborn for that.
We can go back here again at the chapter 2.
No matter how many paths, you've doomed us all. You know that, right? You lose
Of course I
track
know.
of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through the...
Chapter 2 again. The stranger.
You're on a path in
Wait,
the
let me
woods,
skip it.
and at the end of that path, you're here to slay her.
Wow, interesting. No, wait. You aren't kidding. She actually ended the world last time, didn't she? What the hell is she? But I died. What I'm doing here? Yeah, you aren't kidding. She actually ended the world.
Last I checked, there wasn't any last time. We've just met, you and I.
Interesting.
He doesn't remember. As you descend the final step, the form of the prince, she locks up.
Ah, it's you. Yeah, it's the back then.
Something
It is back then. Interesting.
bulges.
That is interesting. Also, we got an achievement. I just noticed that back then. A nope achievement. Fascinating. Okay, so yes, as I said, let's go slay the
Such
princess and then try it with the lying.
We'll all
Because
be
I'm
in the
curious of
clear
what
in
will
no
happen.
time.
I think no difference though.
I have one lie.
Yeah, I already know.
It's not her lies that'll stop us.
It's us, our own
I
self.
must admit, I'm a little worried about going back in there.
Uh-huh.
I don't want to be as much of a downer as my new roommate.
Outclassed.
We were definitely outclassed last time. She seems more demon than princess.
And especially now, since the princess
Tell
remember.
them they don't know what they're talking about. She's just a princess.
Just the
Don't
princess.
get all in your head about it.
But you're the one to tell me she's the world-ending thing. And we are in.
The
Oh,
interior of the cabin is
very
larger than
cool.
it should be. The only item of furniture is a plain wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
very divine.
The blade is your implement. You'll
Yeah,
take
sure.
the blade from the table. It'd be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Really?
The door to the basement creaks.
Mhm.
Her fierce voice carries up the stairs.
Fierce voice.
Who's there?
It's somehow even fiercer than it was before.
Indeed.
Of course it is.
Wow.
Don't let it intimidate you.
Yeah.
You carefully make your way down the stairs.
Hello.
You
Whoa.
descend the final
Hello.
step.
Hello.
The form of the
Oh,
princess
oh,
comes
hel-
into
hello.
view. A large shackle leading from her wrist to the basement wall.
Hello, princess.
Is it just me, or is she bigger than last time? It looks like she could rip those chains out of the wall without a second thought.
Indeed she is.
I told you. It's pointless.
Really?
I was wondering when I might have company.
Yeah, indeed.
Free me from my bindings. And
Sure,
maybe
sure,
I'll
sure, my
be
queen. I
for a
will
while.
free you from your bindings. The furry. Interesting. Okay, this time I'm gonna lie, and if there's nothing happening, I will tell you. Okay, so lying did nothing different. Alright, I am noting that. Especially in chapter 2. What? No way. I'm continuing from here.
Maybe because of the giant knife you're holding?
Probably.
The blade. Of course.
But yeah, we'll
talk.
drop the blade
Want
this
to
time.
have a conversation at knife point.
No, I will still drop the blade, but
should
we'll then
drop
kill
it.
the princess.
Don't you dare. It's fine. The blade tumbles
Thank you.
against you. Well, we don't know.
So, this is a pretty awkward start to a relationship.
A relationship? Are you coming on to me? How will I get you out of here?
Don't jump to any weird conclusions. We're two people who have met each other. By definition, we have a relationship.
Okay. Sure. How will I get you out of here? How long have we known here? Do you know I'm here to kill you? There's people out there who think... What do you have to say about this? Yeah, there's people out there who think you're a threat to the world. What do you have to say about this?
Don't just tell her that.
Is that why they threw me
Okay,
out?
same dialogue. I'm just gonna skip it.
But I...
Keep her locked away. I'm going to keep you locked away down here, at least for a bit. We can get to know each other better. Explain the chains. I'm getting you out of here.
Oh, you have to be kidding me.
Wow.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
If you don't have the key, maybe you should go looking for it. I'm sure it's somewhere upstairs.
Yes.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
I think I've seen this dialogue before. And if there's any key, do you have any ideas besides me cutting you out of here?
That would be fine. I can lose an arm.
Oh, okay.
She speaks with almost complete nonchalance.
Yeah, I mean, sure. It's just an
If we
arm.
were stuck down here for long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out.
Wow.
Anything to finally be free. You attempt to make your way out of the basement.
Ah,
The door
yes.
at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock slide
Hello.
into place.
Who are you?
Is someone else here?
Probably the narrator, isn't it? I haven't done this back then. Let's try it.
Your shouts and pleas are met with silence. You're here to slay the princess. and
Probably the narrator,
the
the one that
task
does it.
is done. You try the door, but it's locked from the outside.
Interesting.
I'll repeat myself once again. You're here to slay the princess.
Ah, okay.
And you won't leave until the task is done.
Return to the bottom of the stairs.
You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd simply slain her like you were supposed to. Easier
Indeed.
for whom?
Yes.
Easier for everyone.
Same dialogue. I'm gonna skip it.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
They did.
The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
Okay.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
And what happened if I do that? Free the princess, slay the princess.
Against your better judgment, you place the blade.
Yeah, this is the old dialogue. I'm gonna
princess's
skip
arm.
it. Okay, so this is the narrator taking over us, slay the princess.
Bring the blade down and plunge it into the princess's back.
Finally.
Okay. There's no going back now. Though the blade left a deep gash in her shoulder, she barely
Wow.
so much as flinches, turning around to stare at you incredulously.
Indeed.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I don't know what came over you, but if we're doing this,
Okay.
I guess I'll have to kill you. Do you think I need both of my arms to do that?
Probably.
I can beat you to death with one. But I don't have to tell you that. I'll go ahead and show you.
Oh yeah, come at me. I have a knife.
Do you hear the conviction in her voice? Do you see that razor sharpness in her gaze? I don't think she's bluffing.
Nope, she's not.
Before you have the opportunity to make another move, she rears
Wow.
back and hits you with a bone-shattering
Woo!
haymaker. You
Very
fall
cool.
to your knees.
Oop.
You're barely
What?
able to bring your trembling arm up to defend yourself before she
Why are
hits
we
you
here
again. different blow is as punishing as the first. You feel bones shatter with every
impressive.
impact, unknown ruptures blossoming with blood somewhere inside of you. If we're lucky, the wound you manage to inflict will be enough to at least delay her escape from this place. If we're very lucky, we'll kill her before she gets out.
Like, she bleeds out? Okay.
Too weak to even try fighting back. How disappointing.
Thank you.
She places a confident heel on your chest and pushes you down to the ground.
Yep.
Her knee falls to your throat, your windpipe crushed beneath a weight you didn't think her slight form could possibly possess.
Indeed.
It can't just end like this, right?
It can.
I'm sorry.
It's over.
It's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
The furry. Ah, this is the same ending.
Path in the woods. You're here.
But, okay. She's going to kill me again.
Again? People don't die twice. You haven't even met the princess, and I hardly think she'd be capable of killing someone as skilled and courageous as yourself.
Really?
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe...
Okay, how about I keep her locked away? I'm going to keep you locked away down here, at least for a bit. We can get to know each other better while I decide what to do.
That seems like a pretty good compromise.
Yeah.
Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out.
So far, she hasn't found a way out.
One
by
way
herself.
or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. You can make it easier for both of us if you help.
Nah.
And if you don't...
Yeah.
I can promise that you'll come to regret that decision.
Indeed.
You have to make a choice. Let's hope for all our sakes it's the right one.
Slay the princess, help her escape. I'm enemy chosen, I'm locking her in the basement.
I know
Yeah.
you think this is a fair compromise, but it isn't. No one wins here.
Really?
It's a chance we'll have to take. We can make this work. If we just stay here and keep watch, no one has to die.
You're making a mistake.
Am I? Goodbye.
Turn your back to the princess and make your way to the stairs.
And it's locked?
It won't be long before I slip these chains. And once I'm out of here, there will be hell to pay for leaving me behind.
Oh, then put it on my tab later on.
Slip these chains? She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in her voice? I don't think she's bluffing.
She never was.
Either way, she dropped her mask, didn't she? You can still turn around and finish the job.
Yeah. Thank God I was afraid I already committed to not slaying her. No, we're sticking to the plan and locking her down here.
It'll be the death of all of us, but fine. Have it your way.
Indeed.
You close the basement door, locking it behind you and quickly barricading it with the heavy wooden table that once held the blade.
You sure that worked?
Okay. We can make this work.
We cannot.
You settle in against the far wall to watch the basement door.
Shouldn't we leave?
It isn't long before you start to drift off, your eyelids heavy with fatigue. But sleep doesn't come. Instead, your rest is broken by a piercing, wailing voice calling out to you from the other side.
Seriously?
I know you're still there. Why don't you make things easier on yourself and let me out? It's not like this little door will hold for very long anyways. It's probably a good idea to try to get back on my good side.
She sounds terrifying.
Yeah.
Like she's less of the princess you saw and more like something out of a nightmare.
Not really, she sounds amazing.
As she violently rattles the door, you do your best to shut her out of your mind.
When I get out of here, I'm going to pick you apart piece by piece. I won't forget what you did, and I'll never forgive it.
Really, that's the thing that you don't forget?
I know the kind of enemy you've made.
There's a lot of people already doing things, and you can break fairly easily.
Doesn't sound like she's getting any weaker. No, it doesn't.
Well, good job, Sherlock. Threaten me all you want. All I do is ease my guilty conscience. Ignore her and go to sleep. So all of that was just an act, wasn't it? You're not really innocent or harmless. You're not even a princess. You're a monster.
I can be innocent and harmless, if I want to be.
Yeah.
Teasing me with fresh air and a chance to finally live freely doesn't inspire me to play nice.
Yep, if I want to be, as I said previously, that this is a reflection of the player choice.
You put the princess's threats out of your mind as best you can and huddle up against the wall. You jolt in the middle of the night to silence in the cabin. The ruckus has stopped.
Where are you, princess?
The door to the basement is ajar, its lock broken, and the table shoved out of the way. Where is she?
Where is she indeed?
Thanks for helping me get out of that awful basement.
Me?
You try and
How
stumble
so?
to your feet, but as the princess draws near, it's as though your body simply stops working.
And you decide to wait for me to wake, eh? What a performance.
It isn't all at once. The paralysis comes in waves. First your toes go numb, and then your feet, and then your legs. You lie prone on the floor of the cabin, unable to do anything but witness her approach. Whose side are you on? Yours, of course. But I have a duty to uphold the truth.
Really?
Lying about the facts of the situation doesn't change them.
So helpless. I can take my time with you, can't I?
Yes, you can, definitely.
She steps closer.
Ooh.
Silent footfall at a time, cocking her head in curiosity as you feel your organs shutting down one by one.
Bye, I'm going to die first, before you do anything.
Or maybe I can't take my time with you.
Yeah.
You don't look well. A little green around the gills.
And why is that? Curious.
Shame. If you'd only help me get out of here, we could have done such wonderful things together.
You're not going to ask why I'm dying? It's not you, isn't it?
Your lungs stop drawing in breath, and your heart freezes in your
Is it you, the narrator?
You have seconds left.
I'd say better luck next time, but we both know this is the end, don't we?
Actually, we don't. This is not the end.
It can't be. This can't actually be how everything ends. I'm sorry, but it is. Everything goes dark.
And you die.
And you die.
Wake up. The nightmare. Well, princess, about this being the end.
In the woods, you're here to slay her.
Yeah, we already done this. She's going to kill me again. Silently proceed to the cabin. Oh yeah, that's supposed to be voice talking, right?
One last. She will lie. Oh God.
Voice of me.
We can't go in there. Do either of you feel sick? Because I feel sick just thinking about that place. We're going to die.
Are we?
You should be careful. There's something very wrong going on here.
Yeah, I can tell that too.
Ignore them. They don't know what they're talking about.
She's just a princess.
Just a princess. No reason to get all freaked out.
Yeah, let's see how it is then.
The interior of the cabin is plain. The smooth wood of the walls almost featureless. The only item of furniture.
Oh, what the hell is that outside? Look at that.
Knocked on its side in the corner.
Oh, eyes! Hello, princesses.
The blade stands between you and the open,
they look so cute.
inviting basement doorway.
Yes, indeed.
The blade is your implement.
It's a warm welcome.
If you want to do this right.
Not gonna lie.
No. The basement door. It isn't there anymore.
Wow.
She could be anywhere. It's just a frame. She's already gotten out, hasn't she? And she's ready for us. She's been waiting.
She's not. She's thinking that
No.
that is the end.
This isn't how things are supposed to go. She's supposed to be an ordinary princess.
I don't know. What did I do?
Quick, the blade.
You're the one that do it.
Go ahead
Oh.
and take your little toy. It won't do you any good.
Well, how long can you be the nightmare then?
Your legs go numb before you even have a chance to reach for the blade. You collapse to the floor as your lungs seize up, refusing to take in air.
Yes.
No, not again!
I didn't think
Wow.
you'd come back. We're gonna have a lot of fun.
You didn't
you
think,
and
eh? Yeah, sure.
I wonder how many times I'll get to play with you before you break.
Yeah, we'll see about that later on.
Everything goes dark.
You die.
And you die. I'm sorry.
Wow. The nightmare. 7 endings in the demo. I already unlocked how many ending? I just see the achievement stuff and guess. Okay, there's supposed to be one more ending in my calculation, and there's also something we can do to unlock achievements, so I'm gonna try to do that. Alright, let's go. So here's how to do it, I think. Examine the chains.
They're large and heavy.
If you don't have the key,
Doubt.
Yes.
I'll be here.
We're going
Someone
upstairs.
else here.
Return to the bottom of the stairs.
You make your way easier for who? Easier for everyone.
I think, okay? I don't remember
And the
because I
door
think
slam. They locked you down here too.
while going
didn't
around.
they? The knife. Pick it up.
Slay the princess.
Without hesitation,
Yes.
you bring the blade down. The princess flinches as you strike, and your weapon sinks into her.
Well, she is still in the thing and doesn't notice.
If I have to kill you to leave this place, I'll do it.
Really?
Do you hear the conviction in her voice?
Yeah, I already know.
It's an act. She's unarmed, and there's nothing she can do to hurt you.
Yup.
I'm not so sure. Don't waver now. As you raise your blade to strike again, she kicks out,
Wow.
knocking your legs out from under you.
Wow, okay. Nothing she can do
The
it.
two of you struggle on the ground.
Woo.
You lash out with the blade, slicing wherever
Still have the hand.
Her
This time.
fists connect with your body again and again, each blow stronger than the last, shattering bone and rupturing tissue with reckless abandon. Forget trying to rescue her. This is about survival now. Give her everything you've got.
Yeah. Slay the princess.
You roll out of her grasp and shakily push yourself
Ooh,
back to
fighting.
your feet. Though every inch of you is in pain, the princess
Oh.
probably has it worse. Blood pours out from countless gashes, staining her once
Mhm.
pristine dress. She pauses for a moment,
Catching your
her
breath.
staring at you with wild eyes. We can still turn this around.
Can we? Give up, finish the job, run for the stairs. Finish the
You
job.
steel your resolve and take another step towards the princess. You probably won't make it out of here alive, but you can at least make sure she won't make it out of here either. Excuse me? What was that about not making it out of here alive?
Yeah?
Do you think this is what I wanted to happen?
Uh-huh.
I have a duty to state the
Really?
facts of the situation.
Miracle
Honestly,
anyone is still
it's
standing.
a miracle anyone is still standing right now. Can you not feel all those ruptured organs bouncing around in there? If the princess doesn't do our friend in herself, internal bleeding is certain to finish the job.
Yeah.
The two of you clash for the final
Ooh.
time. You feel your ribs break as she delivers a heavy blow, but you push through
Breaking
the pain,
ribs.
falling forward and sinking
Wow.
your blade deep into the princess's heart.
Not gonna lie, I'm telling you right now, I'm very in love with Princess.
Oh.
The two of you
Oh.
fall to the floor.
Quite romantic, isn't it?
This was fun.
Wow.
Put up more of a fight than
Yeah,
I
it
thought
is
you would.
indeed fun. I've been enjoying
But I have to
talking
wonder,
with you a long time.
do you really think this is the end?
There it is again.
Nah.
That razor-sharp look in
No,
her
I'm not
eyes
sure
and the
anymore.
terrifying conviction in her words. But you don't have the time to worry over her words.
Because we're going to die anyway.
Everything goes black.
Yep.
And you die.
The furry. Ah. So this is not how I unlocked the other ending? Fascinating.
I'm
Okay, this time
begging
it's
you
the
to
sweet princess instead of the...
Do you think you can get me
Hold
out of
on.
these chains?
You're only making this more.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes.
You're-
Let's try stabbing her in this time.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
I'm curious, because this one is a make princess. Slay the princess. That one leads to the ending
Without
of that.
hesitation, you bring the blade down and
It's the same
plunge
thing,
it
I
into
think.
the princess's back. The wound drives
wait.
her to the ground.
This is different.
Okay, there's no going back now. I'm with you to the end.
You bastard. Were you lying to me this whole time?
Well, you also lied to me a lot, I think.
The princess pushes away from you, the motion ripping the blade from her back. Wounded, but still alive, she crouches on all fours in the corner of the room and meets your eyes with the ferocity of a cornered predator.
Oh wait, is this the beast ending? Can we?
You've made a terrible enemy.
Because
and
the
there's
achievements
nothing in
say
the
it's the
world
beast
that could
ending.
possibly
The only
save
thing I
you
haven't
from
got.
me.
Really?
Do you hear the conviction in her voice?
Yeah, I already
She's
know
an
about this
act.
dialogue.
She's wounded and unarmed. There's nothing she... I'm not so sure.
Yeah.
Don't waver now.
Don't waver, eh?
As you
Ooh.
ready your blade to deliver a lethal blow, she lunges at your legs with the same animal ferocity she used to tear at her arm. Your knife cuts into her again,
Whoa.
and again as you're tackled to the ground, your body racked with pain as she rips into you with tooth
And claw.
Forget about trying to rescue her. This is about survival now. Give her everything you've got.
Yep, indeed. Slay the
Your nerves
princess.
are seizing with pain. You know you've done your fair share of damage as well, your blade having left deep gashes in the princess's back. You seize a moment of hesitation to throw her off of you and shakily push yourself
back
to
into the
your
knees.
We can still turn this around.
And yep, finished job, I
You
guess.
steel your resolve and take another step closer to the princess. Excuse me?
Yeah, this is the
If
same
This is
dialogue.
what I wanted. Can you not feel all those gashes on? You take another step forward, and the princess lunges towards you. The two of you enter one last exchange.
Indeed.
A flurry of blade and claw and fleshy ribbons. And then you stop. Neither you nor princess able to go any further.
Interesting.
You collapse on the ground, and the princess...
Oh wait, this is the
collapses.
same thing.
After all this time alone.
Oh, okay,
I
different
thought
dialogue.
I'd finally found a friend, but you were just another monster, weren't you?
Perhaps.
Silence as the room starts to get fuzzy around you. You've paid a terrible price.
No, I'm
You've
not.
saved us all.
Shut up.
It's over.
If you think this is it, you're sorely mistaken. One way or another, I'll make sure you pay for this.
You will indeed, you will. Perhaps
There is
in a long time.
That razor-sharp look in her eyes and that terrifying conviction in her words.
Have to take a little break and decided to check the audio quality right now, just now. Yeah, it's hard to do it when... This is a new laptop, I don't have much time to set things up quickly. But I noticed that the game audio is too low and also my voice is kinda peaking sometimes. So I decided to enable more compression on my voice and less reduction on the game audio. But here we are now. Let's continue.
But you don't have the time left to worry about.
Yeah, we died, I know that.
Everything goes black.
Ah, the beast. Finally.
You're on a path in the woods.
Yeah.
You're here to
I know that already. She's going to kill me again, but I'll just slew the princess. Sure, she also killed me, but I definitely got here. Oh, that's a little different, that's
I
right.
can assure you that you didn't slay her and that she didn't kill you.
Okay.
People don't just spring back to life after dying, and the two of us are meeting for the very first time.
Wait, is it a different character, though?
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
Yep, totally.
I can still feel each and every puncture and
Wow.
laceration. That beast hurt us, but we're going to hurt her back.
And why is that?
Oh, is there another one of us in here?
Yeah, as usual.
Good. It seems like your head's in the right place. If you can all just stay focused on the task at hand, the princess will be good and slain in no time at all.
No time at all. Suddenly, yep. Yeah. Screw this, I'm getting the hell out of here. I already tried a lot of that. Yeah, I'm going to the cabin.
I have one.
Yeah, I already know this.
Right, you know. She's a clever
Ooh.
one, and determined too. Keep your eyes open and your senses sharp, because we're not going to let her get the best of us again.
Okay.
Ignore him, she's just a princess. Don't overestimate her.
Wow. Proceed to the cabin. We'll see what the beast means.
The
Oh.
interior of the cabin is ruinous
Hello?
and dilapidated. It feels like no one has lived here for a long time. Wind rushing in through cracks and holes.
Termite
in the
eaten
wooden
table.
walls. The only item of furniture is a plain termite-eaten table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Interesting.
The blade is your implement.
Yeah. Goodbye.
Do it.
Okay.
Take the blade and make her pay for what she's done.
And what have she done?
You take the blade from the table.
Enter the basement. Hello,
The
princess.
basement creeps up. The air seeping up from below is oddly warm and wet.
Oddly
as if
warm
you're
and wet.
stepping down into a jungle.
Jungle.
If the princess lives here, she growls up the
Growls?
I can smell
Okay.
It isn't hypnotizing anymore. It's almost feral.
What do you mean? That sounds good.
Don't let her intimidate you.
I'm not intimidated. I'm the opposite of intimidated.
You carefully make your way down the stairs. As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view, a large shackle leading from her wrist to the basement wall.
Hello, princess.
You're the reason I'm still down here. Fiend,
wow.
Monster betrayer. Nothing will get between my teeth and your throat.
Except this blade. The beast. Why is it... Okay, I didn't enable the achievement look, but it looks like a cat, that's all I could say. It's all the ending available, but there's still some achievement that we can do. Fun interaction, you could say. Let's try it. One thing to do is to stare down with the princess, staring contest, and I think I know how to do it. No, I'm not dropping the blade.
Then I'm not talking to you.
Huh. Squint. Fine then, I guess we are at an impasse. Squint at the princess while holding onto the blade, yes.
You stare at the princess, squinting. She squints back. The two of you are gonna do this forever, aren't you?
Yeah, totally. Squint at the princess even harder.
You squint even harder.
Staring contest.
So does she. At least nobody's dying right now.
Wow.
You're going to have to make a choice. You can't keep squinting forever. Eventually, someone is going to have to blink.
But that will then be me. Ah, okay. Drop the blade.
The blade tumbles out of.
So yeah, we got the achievement of staring contest. Fascinating. There's another achievement called. Wait, let me check. Your best racist, but in the end it didn't even matter. And manifesting a gun for my enemy to kill me with, which is giving the princess a knife, but I don't know how to do it. Let's see. First of all, the princess descent.
Doubt, unfortunately, clouds your thoughts as you attempt to run her through.
Uh-huh.
A moment of distraction and hesitation is all she needed to sidestep your thrust and deliver a catastrophic blow to your jaw.
Ouch, there goes my jaw.
It feels like you've been hit with a sledgehammer. You can feel bone grinding on bone where your jaw has been fractured.
Yeah, indeed.
Holy shit, that hurt!
Wow.
Though she's unarmed, the shock of that first strike is enough to stagger you, putting you and the princess on somewhat equal footing.
Somewhat equal footing? How so?
Your blade slashes through the air again and again, and her fists connect with your body as many times or more, each impact as heavy as that first bone-crushing hit. We can still turn this around.
Can be. Give up, flee and lock her in the basement. What if you finish the job?
The princess stare at each other, both gasping for breath, equally. Excuse me? Do you
yeah, this is the same dialogue.
Feel all those ruptured organs? The two of you clash for the final time. Are you serious? It's a good idea. We've taken some bad hits, but we've dealt some too. She has to be fine. You make a mad dash to the basement stairs, the princess's chains rattling as she tries to chase you, but pulling taut much too soon for her to catch up.
Yeah.
Do you really think you can just walk out of here?
No, I will then walk out. Yes, queen, I will serve you.
She steps towards you, ignoring her chains. They creak and strain as she pulls against you. Finally, they break. The links clatter.
Okay.
Useless. She's free. Hurry.
Hurry what?
You push your broken body as she
that's different.
and just barely manage to pass the threshold of the basement doorway before she catches up to you.
Oh no.
You close the basement, locking it behind you and quickly barricading it with the heavy wooden table that once held the blade.
I think this is the nightmare ending.
Okay, we can make this work.
It's my guilty conscience.
Aren't
Promises.
These are promises. Sooner or later, you're going to have to sleep. And I'll make sure you never see the light of day again.
Indeed.
You put the princess's threats out of your mind as best you can, huddle up against the wall. You jolt awake in the middle of the night to silence in the... Where is she?
Thanks for helping me get out of that off.
You try and stumble. It isn't all at once. Whose side? Yours.
So,
She steps closer.
But yeah, but we have already done this.
You're
it's sick.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, step on me! Step on me!
She leans into it with the kind of
To unlock the I tried so hard and got so far achievement, with the Dragon Ball picture, you have to see it yourself. So we have to free the princess.
fine.
Like usual, in the
Better judgment.
Warm Princess Road,
Place
okay?
The blade at you cut. The blade is no. She
Where we warn her at first.
stop that.
Oh, I thought.
Your
Yeah, and she
plan-
dodged as
Princess
usual.
Dot. Stop it. Stop trying.
But this time we slay the princess, and then we got an achievement.
I'll do my best to make this quick.
Sure.
She pounces on you with the same animal.
You're lying.
Oh, you know.
How does she know that?
Fascinating.
Don't think that just because I'm the one in charge.
Figure out how to give the princess a knife, which is very interesting. Basically, we just need to start and then talk to the court princess, like usual. And your grip stuff,
Poor thing.
like the thing we do for
Probably
the...
chained up. So,
Yeah,
you should just drop it.
Do you hear that she's on?
yeah, like the one we do to get the stare of achievement, but this time we ask, are you sure she's not armed?
Positive. I'm not. But we'll keep our eyes.
Yeah, and she manifests a blade. How?
It before she can use it.
That is that's another layer to the...
Why don't you drop the knife and the two of us?
What do you
can
call it?
civilize
Lore, I
each other?
guess. Because the princess didn't ever pull a blade once, but this time yes.
Then I'm not talking to you.
Indeed.
I guess we are.
Yes, like usual.
Or drop the blade.
Do something and then... Oh, wait, we can still
Yeah,
talk.
I'm sure.
For good.
Slay the princess. And that will give us the
Blade
achievement.
in hand, but unfortunately your earlier suspicions proved correct. A blade of her own slips down her sleeve and catches you in the neck.
But she doesn't have it back then. Where does it come from?
Blood sprays from the cut, your severed carotid artery painting the princess with strokes of red. You better finish your task quickly before you run out of time.
I think I am correct about what we think the princess are. The princess will become. Die.
Are you serious?
Sorry.
The wound in your neck is too much for you to bear. You collapse to
Bruh.
the floor of the basement, rapidly bleeding
Oh.
out. The princess stands over you
Nice.
with an intense curiosity.
Intense curiosity.
I guess your heart really wasn't in it. How cute.
Everything goes black,
And you die.
and you die.
And the furry ending, I guess? Yep, the furry ending.
With the last bit of your
Oh,
will, you press
that's
forward,
simple.
sinking the blade deep into the
Okay.
princess's heart.
Oh,
The two of you collapse on the floor,
Still the
together,
furry ending, I guess.
rapidly bleeding out.
somehow I thought this would turn out a little differently. But I wonder,
Wonder indeed.
do you really think this is the end?
Totally not. Slay the princess. All endings and also all achievement unlocked. That is very fascinating. Very interesting. I really love what's going on in here. I thought it was just us talking to the princess, you know, like all the time, like just one short visual novel. Spiraling... What do you call it? Meta madness? Is that what they say it? For breaking madness? But yeah, that's all for the Slay the Princess demo. The not the real, what do you call it? The full version of the game should come out in 2023, I guess? I think. Anyway, yeah, I hope you enjoy it. See you later then in the full version of the game then. Bye bye.